Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margot and Mary. You survived 100,000 other sperms to get here. What do you mean you don't know what to do? A quote from Les Brown. The best laid plans and strategies are useless unless you expect to win. And you must know you are going to win before you start. When you know you are going to win, you can prepare your victory speech and what you will wear to a awards dinner the day before it is announced. When you are a winner, you learn how to take a win no matter how it comes, whether by default, an interception, a fumble, or when it comes right to you through the air. Never let a win catch you unexpectedly. Take your wins in stride. Know they are an everyday occurrence for you because you expect to win from the beginning. Never let words of doubt or fear cross your mind. They are only things that can steal your win. Win big, win small, win it for yourself, win it for others. Know what a win looks like for you, and when it comes, chalk it up to life. I am the winning kind. Hey! Yes. Hey, y'all. I am the winning kind. I really am. That is another daily meditation for people of color. That's from the Acts of Faith book written by Iyanla Vanzant. And although it says daily meditation for people of color, we all want to win, okay? We all want to win. Hey, y'all. I'm here. Welcome to episode 76 of the Just Being Me podcast. And I want to thank you again for tuning into our podcast, as I do every week. Miss Mary Mac is not here with me today. She's still tending to some business, so I am a solo dolo again. But she will be back next week, so you'll hear her back on the air next week. So as usual, want to thank you guys for tuning in to the last week's podcast where I was solo dolo then. Please continue to spread the word to your friends and family about our podcast. You can find us wherever you're listening to us now. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Deezer, as in these nuts, Podcast Addicts, and Amazon Music under podcast. So, this week has been good. Oh, I didn't play my week music. You know, y'all know I like to listen to my music, so listen. What you do this weekend? And I really had to put it on there because I don't have nobody to ask me what I did this weekend. So the music is asking me, what you do this weekend? Well, we did another week of pastrami infused dishes for our up and coming food truck, Pastrami on a Run. Let me see. This weekend, we did pastrami egg rolls. We did pastrami spiced grilled cheese. Did I say that? No, that's not what we did last week. Okay, so we did pastrami egg rolls. We did pastrami spiced grilled cheese. We did a pastrami enchilada. And then we were supposed to do these pastrami filled pierogies. But that kind of fell through because that I had to actually make the dough. It's like a dumpling. And we were going to fill it with the pastrami and some cheese. But I'm not a cook like that. So, my dough came out very sticky. So I need to perfect that. And I will because they look really good. I seen it on something and I was like, I think we can infuse that with pastrami. Let's try it. So this weekend coming up, we will test that out. I'll have to figure out the dough part of it. Maybe. Well, never mind. I can't tell you my secrets. But anyway, the pastrami egg roll was so good. It was good. Now, I will say it was a little bit salty. Because we had added our own seasonings in there, and the pastrami is already seasoned. So we learned this weekend not to put heavy seasoning, especially if the pastrami is already seasoned. Now, if we just get a raw pastrami with no seasonings, then we can season it up the way that we want to. But if the pastrami is already spiced, then we don't have to put that much seasoning on there. So we are learning, because we want our food to be just so good in your mouth and not super salty, not super nothing. We want you to come back and patronize us. So we are making sure that our recipes are up to par. Okay. We want to make sure that our food is delicious, that your mouth water. Okay. So the pastrami egg roll was very good. It came out really, really good. The roll, everything was good. The pastrami spiced grilled cheese. Now, this does not have pastrami in it. It's the spices of the pastrami. So all the spices that are used to season up the pastrami is mixed in with the cheese, and it had a little sauerkraut in there. Chef Boy OG's OG sauce, okay? And it was so good. It was really, really, really good. Now, when I made that, it was I learned something on that as well. It was on rye bread, and I should have toasted and buttered both sides of the bread. I only did one, because when I make my regular grilled cheese, I only I just butter and toast the outside of the bread, not the inside. But it's supposed to be toasted on both sides and buttered on both sides. And I was like, dang, that would have been good if I would have did it that way. So I'm going to try it again. We are perfecting our recipes to make sure that, again, that is good to y'all. So once it's good to us, we know it's going to be good to y'all. The pastrami enchiladas took the damn show, okay? Because after we learned about the seasonings and how to season, whatever, threw down on the pastrami enchiladas. That was the winner of the weekend. I tell you, all the truths in the world. Like, anybody that know me, I don't like leftovers. Like, I could eat something, I'll eat it once, the original time, maybe the next day. But that, any time after that, I'm not eating it. I can't, and I won't. But that pastrami enchilada, oh my God. I ate it like 3 days in a row. That's how good it was. It was perfectly seasoned. The cheese was good. Everything was just so good. And I put OG sauce on top of that. I didn't even need no hot sauce. I made some fresh, because they had chilies, some green chilies and stuff. It was with red sauce. And I made some fresh nacho chips. With a little slap your mama as the seasoning on those chips. And we had some salsa. Still got to hook up with my cousin Kiwan to make my fresh salsa. Like, she makes really good salsa. I'm not trying to be the pro in making salsa. I'll pay somebody to do that. I mean, she makes a really good salsa. So when you already got somebody in the family that makes some really good salsa, give it to them. So I'm going to ask her to be my salsa maker. I'm going to have to go, and if I have to go and drive and pick it up every day, I will, because that's how good that salsa is. Her salsa is. So it was so good. I mean, that pastrami, oh my God, pastrami enchilada, it was so delicious. And again, I will tell you when some shit just did not taste good. I don't care if I did make it. I don't care if Chef Boy OG made it. If that shit ain't good, then I'm going to tell you it was not good. And we're going to go back to the drawing board, just like I told you with the egg rolls. The egg rolls were good, but a little bit salty. And we go back to the drawing board, and we will fix that. We'll put the pastrami enchiladas. Bam. I'm going to work on the pastrami filled pierogies. I have to figure something out on that, but I'm going to work on that this weekend. So, with that said, I am also you know what? I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of things going on in my life, especially in 2020. 2020, okay? I'm gonna say 2020's whole name, not 2020. I'm gonna say 2020's whole name because this bitch was a bitch. You know how y'all call R. Kelly? R. Kelly, no, his name is Robert Kelly because he was a bitch. You get your whole name told, your whole government name. Here in 2020 was a bitch, okay? And me and my guy have been throwing shit on the wall and seeing what sticks. Whatever it is, ideas. The food truck was one of them. A whole lot of other ideas we've been throwing on the wall. I know I've been throwing a lot of shit on the wall on the creative side with my comedy and entertainment and acting and just a lot of different things because we have had this time to reflect. Not asked for it, but we were given time to reflect. And so I use this time to reflect. I use this time to throw some shit up on the wall and see what would stick. So one thing that stuck is next year, early next year, like next month, I will be premiering my YouTube channel called Margot with the T, T-E-A. Okay, play on my name. So my name is spelled Margot. T is silent. Okay. So it's Margot with the T, but the T as in news, as in, you know, what's going on, either in my backyard, your backyard, a celebrity backyard, a politician's backyard, whatever is happening that I want to talk about. Now, I'm not a entertainment blogger per se or creator per se. I'm not digging for receipts. I enjoy watching the other creatives that are on YouTube that is like, they got the down in the dirty of some celebrity situations. I ain't got enough time for all that. I just don't. I don't have enough time for all of that. I will look at they YouTube channel to get whatever news I need to get. But mine is going to be more on the comedic side. I'm going to find some funny in dang near everything that I talk about. Or I might get a little bit serious about some stuff. But I'm just doing me. Just being me. I'm doing me. But I'm going to be actually visual. And you'll be able to see me every week. I'm not saying a date yet, but I got my logo. I'm so happy with my logo. La Luna Designs did it for me, and it looks so cute. So I will be premiering that sometime in January for sure. I've also been doing 3 Black Girls Talking. Let me just promote all my stuff that I've got going on, because 2020 has been a biatch. But these are my lights at the end of this tunnel. So I have been doing 3 Black Girls Talking. That is actually visual. That is actually on YouTube. So the number 3, Black Girls, spelled Girlz. Talking, TAWKIN. I will put that in the description box. But I've been doing that with 2 of my other girlfriends, Rochelle and comedian Edwanda White. And we just 3 Black Girls Talking. We've been friends for a while. Comedian Edwanda White is my friend. And Rochelle introduced me to Edwanda a couple of years ago. And we just, have been friends ever since. And so we get together every week and talk about some stuff that's either going on in the news or, we just ask some questions and just chit in the chat. And we're out there for you guys to see us. It's really, really, really good show. We have a really good time with each other. Our chemistry is really good. So you guys should go over to YouTube and check that out. I'll put it again. I'll spell it out for you guys in the description. So I've been doing that and, this podcast. So there's a couple of things that's been going on. And, 2021, a lot of stuff that we've been throwing up against the wall will be premiering itself. So that's what I've been doing over all my weekends, okay? All my weekends. Working. So, thank you. I do want to say thank you, and I really do appreciate all of the support from friends and family and my peeps, y'all, out here in all of these streets, okay? Wherever you at, whatever country, state, wherever you, city, wherever you at. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you listening to us on this podcast. So, enough rambling from me. Let's just jump into. Let's talk about it. Okay. So let's start with sad stuff first. So, was watching Wendy Williams, and she announced that her mom, Miss Shirley, had passed away, which was really sad. If you watch Wendy Williams' show, you know that she loves her mom. Her mom and her dad. Her mom and her dad are her everything, and they would frequent the show, and they had their own seats. And Wendy always intimidates. Does her mom a voice, voice over her mom's voice. And so she said her mom passed away like she don't even know. She don't even know when she passed. I mean, I'm sure she knows. Let me just back up. It's been so long ago. She said, how the days just keep coming and coming and coming, especially in 2020. It's just no way to like really remember. And she didn't want to say. She didn't want to say pretty much. So, and I get it. I get it. Because if I lost my mom, I wouldn't know either. I wouldn't care. But she was able to announce her mom's death on her show. I can't remember. I think it was Monday. Or Tuesday. And she didn't cry. And she, I don't even know why. I can't remember how the word. I'm trying to say imitate. That's the word. I keep saying intimidate. Imitate her mother's voice. So she said her mom is always with her, and she did her voice, and she said, she sits there and she talks with her like her mom was her best friend, it's her girlfriend. They were giggly, they're girly, and all this stuff, and they would do the nails over the phone and watch, stuff. It was just sweet. I mean, it was a sweet dedication to her mom in her way on air, and she didn't have to share that with us, and that's the thing. People can be private when they want to be private, and if her mom passed away at the beginning of this year, I don't know. It's her prerogative to say when she wants to say when this person passed away. She has to be okay with the situation, and I felt that that's probably what she was trying to do. She needed to be all right with her spirit, her soul, to be able to announce it to us. Who are we? Who the hell are we? You know what I'm saying? We are nobody. So once she felt like she can do that, she did. And she did it very nicely. So rest in peace, Mama Shirley. The next one that I heard about was Natalie, and I'm sorry, Dacelle Reed from BAPS. She died of colon cancer this week. She was only 53 years old. She was the co-star with Halle Berry in BAPS. She also was in Madeira something. I don't know. There's too many Madeiras, so I don't know which Madeira she was in. But she died on Monday morning from colon cancer. And her family had announced it with the Instagram post saying, "It is with extremely heavy hearts that we share the loss of our beautiful Natalie this morning from colon cancer. She was a bright light in this world, a queen, an extraordinary mother and wife." And that was just so sad to see. 53 is very young. Very young. She looks good, and God bless her. God bless her family, her children, her husband. If her mom and dad are still alive, any family, just God bless them. 2020 has been a bitch. You know what I'm saying? People have been losing family to COVID, to just natural causes, to, shit happening in their life, killed. Yeah, it's just been a lot of deaths this year. 2020 has taken a lot of lives, and it's a bitch. Just found out today that Tony Tiny Lister, who's Debo in Friday, passed away today, and he was only 62. 62 years old. He lived in Marina Del Rey. This is according to the Shade Room, and they found him in his apartment at 3:00, unconscious, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. It didn't say what he passed from. I'm sure it will come up later, but he was just always the big mean guy in movies that he played. But he seems like he was a very happy person, especially from the picture that they got on here. They're saying that he's survived by his wife, and he had a son. He has two sons, and he had a large family. So God bless him and his family. That's just so sad. It's so sad, and we're rounding out the year, and we still have a couple of more weeks left in 2020. So I just hope that everybody else can remain safe and healthy throughout the rest of this year, because 2020 is a bitch. All right, y'all. So that's it. That's it with the sad stories. God bless them all. So I was reading over here on the Shade Room, and I came across an article by Danielle Jennings saying that the Kardashians announced a new multi-million-dollar streaming deal with Hulu. That's what I know. I don't care what y'all say about the Kardashians, but they are a beast. And they do, I don't care what you say, how they did it. I don't care. They doing it. Those women are doing the damn thing. They are powerhouses, okay? I mean, I know, people say, oh, well, she stole him from her, and she had a baby with him, and before he left. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm just saying, when I'm talking about the business, I'm not talking about the tea. I'm not talking about the little bullshit, he, her, she, ha, ho, ha, whatever. I'm talking about the business of the Kardashians. They are a powerhouse. That mama, boy, Chris, man, if I just had just a piece of that, okay, if you heard that, I hit the microphone, sorry. If I had just a little piece of that mindset, I'll be rolling. No, but they are, they signed up with Hulu, and it's going to give them control to create their own content, and they're going to be premiering some stuff next year. So my hat's off to them. I like the Kardashians. I watch the Kardashians. I've been watching them since the beginning of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I didn't really know them other than Kim and Ray J tape. I didn't know who Kim Kardashian was until that. Of course, a lot of us didn't know who she was until the end. But, I mean, it is what it fucking is. Like, you can't hold some shit against somebody for all this time. There's something there. It's not just because of the Ray J tapes. Like, if that was to be true, then she wouldn't be shit, because there are people who have tapes out that came out that I don't remember who they were. They were celebrity like, but because we found out they had a tape, that didn't automatically just push them to stardom. It didn't. So there was more there, and it was that mama, and they're talented too. Talented. I'm not tongue tied. They are talented too. All of them are, and the kids are too. So hats off to the Kardashians. Kardashians, you guys can hit me up for some content. I would love to be on Hulu with y'all. $1 million deal. Okay. Oh, this was a good one right here. So came across this story. Tiffany Haddish, she was offered to do the pre-show at the Grammys. And she, they called her up and they told her, hey, we want you to host the pre-show at the Grammys. But she was told that she wasn't going to be compensated for the job, and she didn't take it. They even told her that she would have to pay for her own hair, makeup, wardrobe, all that. She would have to come out the pocket herself. So she was like, that would be a no. Like, she's Tiffany Haddish. Like, I'm glad she said no, because she is Tiffany Haddish and she's growing. Tiffany Haddish is growing. She's up there. Everybody know who Tiffany Haddish is, but I'm glad that she did not say, oh, well, let me take this so I can get more exposure. I can get somebody to do my hair, makeup. No, she had that mindset to be like, hell to the no, but thank you. I'm good. I don't need that. I got other things that's happening for me, and yeah, nah. If you don't want to even pay a sister, and you telling me that I got to get my own folks, no. So, what happened was the president of the Academy, Harvey Mason, apologized to Tiffany because the information that she was given was incorrect. This is what he said. Quote, unfortunately, and without me knowing, a talent booker working for the Academy told Miss Haddish that we wouldn't even cover her costs while she hosted this event for us. That was wrong. I am frustrated by that decision. It was a lapse in judgment. It was in poor taste, and it was disrespectful to the creative community, and it's not right. He continued to say, thankfully, Ms. Haddish was gracious enough to allow me to have a conversation with her. I apologized to her personally, and I apologized to her from the Academy. I expressed to her my regret and displeasure with how it went down and how it was handled. Tiffany has not spoken publicly, it says, about the apology at this time, but if that's what he says, I'm the type of person that takes shit for what it is. If he said that apology, he said the apology, it is what it is, and let's move on. They won't do it again. I hope the person that did call her, whoever booker that called her, that he got booked up out of there, and because that's the Academy. Why would you want to leave a bad taste in an entertainer's mouth by belittling her, by saying, we want you to do this 3-hour job, but it's for free on TV. You doing all of this stuff for us. Like, that don't even make sense. That don't make any kind of sense. Look, I'm a comedian, and I'm a very in the scheme of comedians, I am an infant, okay? I am an infant comedian. I've been doing comedy for about 7-ish years right now. And I wouldn't have even took that job for free. No cost. I mean, for publicity, no. No. And then they would say, well, and you got to get your own hair, nails, and face and clothing too. I'm doing you a favor too. So you need to make sure that I look good representing y'all. Like, I would say thanks, but no thanks too. So good job, Miss Tiffany Haddish, for saying, no, you're not taking advantage of me. I know better. Okay? I know better. So there you go. Y'all need to watch what these people be saying that's representing you guys. And I hope they really terminated that person, because that was some effed up stuff. So the last story that I had, I wasn't going to even look at this story because it just showed a picture of Gabby Sidibe and Twista the rapper. And I was like, what the hell they talking? What happened? What happened with them? So what had happened was Twista, the old school rapper, the one that would rap really, really fast, he posted an Instagram. He posted on Instagram, and it was saying like it was a double two shots. So it's a picture of Gabby before she lost her weight, because Gabby has lost a lot of weight and Gabby looks good. And then there's a picture of a model, and her name is Bernice Burgos. And so he posted a picture, and it says, who y'all choosing, A or B? What? What the hell? Like, I don't understand why you would even put that up there, but he did. He did. Hold on one second. Oh no, that's the response. Okay, so Gabby posted on there. She said to Chicago rapper Twista using an old pic of her. No, that's not her. Hold on, y'all. She did respond. She clapped back at him. She said, "Wow." And G forgot all about 2005. Okay, she said, "Wow, I G at Twista. I only like you as a rapper. I forgot about 2005. But good luck with option B," which would have been the motto. So he somehow apologized because people started shaming him because he was fat shaming Gabby. And, you know, like, some people like us big. Okay, I'm a chunky monkey, right? Myself. And we are very happy. We are not sad. We're not, oh, well, it's me that I'm fat. You know, yes, some of us may want to lose weight. Some people don't want to lose weight. They fine. They good with how they are. You know what I'm saying? But I have never had an issue pulling a man. So are you asking which one will you choose? It's what your preference is. You may want a baddie like this model right here, or you may want a big girl. It don't even matter. It don't matter. It's what your preference is. And but to say it as if you are shaming the fat girl. So people jumped on her side and was like, no, sis got a man and a ring. Okay? Gabby doing things. But so is the other model. I'm not putting down, and neither was anyone else. Nobody's putting down the model. But now because of this post, you're pitting them against each other, and then people are coming in the defense of Gabby, and so that's may seem like people are putting down the model, but they're not. But the model clapped back her dang on self, and she said, at the end of the day, we are women winning in every aspect of the game. What do you gain from trying to divide us? Hope your 15 minutes of clout was worth it. Okay. Ugh. Neither one of them want you. So what? A or B, they don't want you. Okay. He apologized. He made an exclusive statement. My apologies to anyone that took offense to this. Okay, my apology to anyone. You should just say, I apologize. Period. Don't say, I apologize to anyone who took offense to this. I apologize. I was traveling. This is what he's saying. I'm traveling most of the day when I saw the mistake. I immediately had taken it down. I don't know her directly, but my sincere apologies to her. To her? Which one? Either one. Both of them said, go fly a kite somewhere. They don't want you. So, whatever. It is what it is. It's just like this body shaming. Like, it's 2020, y'all. There's a different person for everybody. Somebody like big, small, body, yada, yada, nobody, yada, big booty, flat booty, square booty. It's somebody out here for everybody. So just stop. Stop it, and stop it. All right, y'all. So that's what I got. That's all I got for Let's Talk About It. I really do miss Mary. Mary Mac, I miss you. Because I'm thirsty right now. Like, I need some water. And because I don't have Mary Mac here to take a part in this, I have to continue speaking parched. Okay. Anyway, so y'all know Mary have her soapbox. I have now created, in the midst of everything, Margot's Rant and Rave. Okay? Because I'm about to rant and rave about some shit. Okay? This week, just listening to shit made me just have a rant and rave. Okay, so let's talk about it, all right? What I'm confused about, with this whole us versus them mentality is that people are expected to be perfect. Okay? Republicans are upset because the majority of the Democrats are saying wear a mask. We are shutting shit down due to the spread of the virus. Yada, yada, yada. Although I do not agree with some of the shutdowns and other places not being shut down, we all need to work together as a people to gain the control over this whole pandemic, okay? We need to work with each other and not fight each other because you're red and I'm blue. That's like Crips and Bloods, okay? We all, I'm just going to say we all are having a gang mentality. Like, I don't like you because you red, and I don't like you because you blue. So now we on this side, you on that side, and we can't work together. Nothing can happen in this world if we are not working together. We need each other in order for shit to work. So I don't understand why neither sides understand that we need a little of red and a little of blue to make some shit happen. So we need to just get this under control. We really do need to get this under control. Folks are not wearing masks because the Democratic leaders are enforcing the rules. So do you mean to tell me that if a Republican enforced the rules, you would be like, oh yes, sigh of relief, preach on, safety first, whatever you say? Like, you don't make sense. Don't do it because a party is saying, or you feel like this party is the one that's saying this, so I don't want to do it. If we are in this pandemic, we have a Republican president at this time. If he told us as a people, you guys need to wear a mask so that you are better protecting yourself. It's not 100% protection, but it will help the spread of the virus, blah, 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 all the stuff that they're saying. I'm not going to say, fuck that president, fuck the Republicans. I'm not doing that because you're a Republican and you don't know what you're talking about. 99% of the time, they don't know. That's what I get for talking about them. 99% of the time, you don't know what you're talking about. But there are things that I look into as a leader of the free world to say and have our best interests, people, everybody, red or blue, have our best interests at heart. And he doesn't. So because of what he says, like, y'all treat this dude like he is fucking God, and I can't. Can't understand, but that's you. You do you. I ain't mad at you. Do what you gotta do. But these are people, y'all. They are people that you are holding in these high standards when you need to be creating your own standards of being as safe and as healthy as possible, because COVID-19 is real. It is not fake. It is not made up. People are really getting sick. People are really dying. I don't wish any ill will on anybody, but the way that some folks are acting, like, well, until it takes me down, it's not a real thing. The shit is real. This is something that the government didn't create to scare us. And if that's what you think, well, boo, bitch, okay? You need to be scared. You need to be cautious. You need to protect yourself and your family because this shit is so real. It's real. It is real. We have lost so many people in 2020. It is not even funny at all. It doesn't even take all of the back and forth that I see on TV. I mean, serious back and forth issue where you see the Trump flag flying, and then you see, the people, the Democratic people, and they're going back and forth. I don't want to wear no mask. Put on your mask. I don't want to wear no mask. F you. I mean, it's just like, all of this energy right here could be put into working together to get some shit done. It's just too much energy for nothing because you don't want to wear a mask. It's just, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So, but now, like I said, I do not agree with some of the shutdowns. So, like this week, they shut down the restaurants, the nail shops, and the beauty and barber shops. Um, I just think unless there have been a link to the uptick of cases caused by folks eating in a restaurant or getting their hair done or getting their nails done, I think they should be able to be open. Especially barber, beauty, and nails. They have to work in a standard, they have to work safely. For the most part, if you're not getting anything done to your mouth, you're not getting your face waxed or your beard and your mustache trim, you have on a mask the whole time. If they're doing your nails, you have on a mask, they have on a mask, everybody have on a freaking mask. They sanitize everything. They have to per state law. So out of everybody, a barber, a beauty shop, a beauty salon, a nails, they really should not have closed them. I mean, they can do them at a lesser capacity. I mean, 20% of whatever you're supposed to have in the shop. Maybe one-on-ones, maybe just, two people. It may be just one-on-one. And they'll just need to figure it out. But to close it all the way down, it's ridiculous. Let's see. The business owners, like I'm just saying, the business owners for the restaurants have complied with eating outside. They have created all of these situations where people can eat outside. They're going by all the rules and the regulations. And I personally enjoy seeing people going back to work and people able to go outside and get them some air and enjoy some really fresh food. Now, what I do think is that there shouldn't be any party that's more than 4. Now, I'm sorry, folks, 2020 stole all of our birthdays. Okay, stole all of our birthdays. We be wanting to go eat and do all of this and have all of our friends there and do this and do that, and we just can't. Now, I will say, and it was no fault of my own. I actually had a birthday, okay? It was on the rooftop of my building. It was a surprise party. My guy gave me my 4th surprise party. Okay, I'm dumb. Ding dong. How can you have 4 surprise parties? Right. But every year, we've been together for 5 years, and for 4 of those, he has surprised me for my birthday. And we had about 20 folks. Now, it was upstairs. It was outside. People were social distance as much as they could social distance. Everybody had a mask on. I didn't have a candle to blow out, so I didn't blow all over the cake. So I did have a situation, and it would have been more people, but some people were afraid. And I was like, I don't even see how these people came, because I wouldn't have went. I'd have been like, how many people gonna be there? Okay, yeah. But I appreciate everybody coming out to celebrate me. But for the most part, birthdays have been fucked up, okay? They just been all fucked up. You can't invite all the people that you want to invite to celebrate you. But you know what? As long as we survive 2020, you have 2021. And she is going to bring you a year where you could just celebrate as hard as you want to celebrate, because they got a hold of the pandemic, okay? So, and even if they don't, even if it shows that we have to go through another year of just not lockdown, but just less than, changes. The shit is I really don't think that anything is going to be back the way that it was. It's not going to be the same way. So, until they just get till it's gone, you know what I'm saying? But so I don't think that you should be able to have anybody more than 4 people at a restaurant. If you're going to eat outside, you enjoy each other, you enjoy your 4 to 1 peoples, but that's it. Now, maybe a mask should stay on until you are literally ready to eat, because there is a lot of spit that comes out of people's mouth when they are eating and drinking. So eat or drink But when you need to talk, wipe your mouth off, put your mask back on, and talk all you want to. Now, I don't agree that Target and Walmart and Home Depot and all these stores can remain open and the restaurants can't. The nail shops can't. The barber and the beauty shops can't. Like, I don't understand that whole thing. I know that they went to court a couple of days ago. And because right now it's a safe at home order and we're not supposed to be out. I think the restaurants won, but because we, not supposed to be out, we're supposed to be safe at home, they didn't allow them to open back up. I think that they told them, the state has to bring some type of evidence that links the coronavirus or the people catching it to the restaurants. Like, they have to show people saying, oh, I ate at Denny's over here, I ate over here, I ate over here, and they be like, sounds like everybody went out to eat is catching this. They're going to have to show that. They're going to have to prove that. Or everybody went and got their nails done or got their hair done. That's where they're catching it. But you know what? It's not. Because where I work, a lot of people at work are catching it because I work in the field of retail. And what's happening is folks are catching it at home from their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their family, because they went to go visit their family, their mom, their grandmother, a friend of a friend. This is how it's coming in to the workplace, okay? So, I don't know. I really don't know. Now, I do understand that at a retail store that they're supposed to wear your mask and it's 20% capacity. And folks are supposed to wear a mask. And then you see those folks that, I don't wear no mask. I don't have to wear no mask. Yeah, you do. If you want to come into the establishment, it says you must wear a mask. Now, when you walk out of that establishment, how you want to be is how you are. But when they want you to put a mask on, when it says mask required, you have to put the freaking mask on. Just like it says shoes, shirt, and whatever is required to come into stores, mask is added to that list, okay? You have to put on a mask. It's no reason for you to walk in with your attitude and be like, I don't have to wear no mask. Don't be telling me I do what I want to do. You can do what you want to do, but not in this establishment. Not here. You can't do it. You can't do it. So I'm just, again, I'm ranting and I'm raving because I'm so tired of seeing folks being at each other's necks over the most stupidest shit. Of wearing a mask, not wearing a mask, doing this, don't do that, I don't have to do that. Just calm the fuck down and let's work together and get this shit over with. Because ain't nothing gonna happen when we're all fighting against each other over who wears a mask and who doesn't. So that's the end of my rant and rave. I'm just saying, if you want to hit us up and give me your rant and rave, you can email us at justbeingme, Margot Evans, Margot with a T, Margot Evans, @gmail.com. And I'd love to hear your rant and rave about some stuff too. And like I said, I'm not a political person, so I'm not like, I talk shit about Trump. I do, because that dude right there, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand him. I don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand what he's talking about. I just don't understand as a person, not as a Republican, just as a person. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. I really don't. But I'm not political. It is what you do. If a Republican is going to be the greatest at being the president or whatever it is that I need to vote for, then that's what it's going to be. If he goes against a Democrat that I'm like, like I was with Trump, I'm like, But if a Democrat was a then I'm not gonna vote for that person just because they're a fucking Democrat. And I'm gonna vote for the Republican. So I'm not hating on y'all president. I'm not hating on y'all people. I just wanna, can we all just get along? Okay? Can we all just get along? That's all I wanna do. All right, y'all. So reality takeaway. So I watched I watched all of them, but I did my takeaway this week for Real Housewives of Potomac. It was their season finale, finale. And my takeaway for this season was Candace, who I can't stand, puts too much on her friendship with Karen. She puts too much on that friendship. She said at one point in the season that she wanted to thank her mother. It was like some shit, someplace there. I don't even remember. And she was thanking her mother. And then she's like, and I want to thank the other person that's closest to my heart, Karen. Okay, bitch. She just met Karen on this show. So they have been working together for 3, maybe 4 years. So for you to put Karen on a pedestal with your mom is your fault, bitch. Your fault. In my opinion, Karen has been a good friend to Candace. She really has. She has been a really good friend to Candace. But Candace can't see that because Karen is also friends with Monique, the one Candace had a fight with. And Karen is in the middle. And Candace wants Karen to choose her side. And Karen said she will not choose a side. She said that she's trying to be a good friend to both people. That is a grown woman statement. I cannot. Don't ask me to be a part of your situation. If you have a situation with somebody else and I'm friends with you and I'm friends with you over here on my right, I'm the middle person. I don't have nothing to do with it. And don't ask me to be a part of your not liking this person over here on the right. I don't have nothing to do with that. Person on the right ain't did shit to me. That's going around me. You and person on the left have a problem. Left and right have a problem. Middle person, I ain't got shit to do with shit. So I'm going to still be friends with the person on the right. That's your deal. And don't ask me to take your side because I'm not going to do it. So that's a grown woman's thought. I like that. I love Miss Karen. Miss Karen is cool. She be having her ways. Don't get me wrong. She have her ways. But she's grown. She's grown. And she's right. I would not choose my friends. Karen told Monique that she was wrong for putting her hands on Candace. And she also told Candace that she uses her words like a weapon. Candace's mouth is what got her whopped up. That's what happened. And I'm sorry to say, I don't condone anybody putting their hands on anybody, but when you chihuahua mouth, that's just like go off on people all the freaking time. Somebody's going to get tired of hearing you talking shit. And it's just going to see red, okay? That person going to see red. And that's what happened, unfortunately. But Monique had enough because her and Monique were friends. Monique has a podcast. She was having Candace on the podcast. They was doing stuff together and all this other stuff. But then one of the other ladies from Charisse from seasons back came and started talking into Candace's ear and telling people that Monique was having some kind of extra situation with her trainer. And so that got back to Monique and she like, what the? But then Candace is being friends over here with the girl that said that. And she didn't bring that information back from what I can remember. See, don't quote me. But she didn't bring that information back to Monique. And it got kind of messy. So it's not the same situation where Candace and Charisse is friends and Charisse said some shit about Monique. And so now Monique wants Candace not to be Charisse's friend. No, it was some shit that Candace did and allowed to happen, which made Monique upset. But she was like, okay, whatever. But every time they got together, Candace had something to say. And Monique, like when they went on that trip, they went on a trip to Monique's cabin in the forest somewhere. And Monique had kind of said something to Candace about something. And I was like, I was on Candace's side. I don't see how I ever would get on her side. But I was on her side because Monique kept nitpicking and she was picking. And I was like, stop, Monique. Like, you looking dumb right now. You know, and I like Monique. I really do like Monique. I love her family. I mean, I don't love them, like, personally. But I like her family. I like her storyline. I like all of that. But she in that episode, I was like, ugh, come on, Monique, bring it back, bring it freaking back. But Candace at anybody like Candace when you just womp at the mouth, just saying these like just like a weapon. Like Karen said, you use your words like a weapon and you don't think somebody gonna come for you? You wrong. You're wrong. So this final episode, they had a holiday party. Juan and Robin always throw Juan and Robin throws every year. And Karen said that she wasn't going to make it. And all the girls were saying that she didn't want to come because she didn't want to answer to them. Who the fuck is y'all? Okay, first of all, okay, let me just back up. Because Karen had like a wig shifting because she has a new line and she has these wigs or whatever. She invited the ladies to her wig shift party. And so she invited Monique to come. Prior to that, they had asked if Monique was coming to the party. And Karen said, no, she's not coming. And so Ashley made me a little bit upset on this part. She went and took that information back to Monique and said, Karen said that you wasn't coming to the party. Monique said, oh, no, well, she asked me to come, and I told her, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. And she said, well, you could come early. Come earlier because I want you to be able to see the wig and be a part of it. And she said, oh, okay. So Monique was like, okay. But pretty much Karen was trying to save face when she was with the girls. Like, no. She knew she wasn't going to be there with them, but she knew she was going to be there. She don't have to explain that to you. She don't have to explain to you, no, she going to come a little bit earlier than y'all. So, you guys won't have to see her. And she told them at the party, I'm trying to save y'all. Y'all don't want to be around her, so I'm protecting y'all from not being around her because y'all feel however y'all feel. So anyway, they was making comments because, she found out Ashley was like, well, I was just told the ladies that, you said that you didn't invite Monique, but you really did. So she was stirring the pot. Okay, whatever. So Karen said that something happened with her flight, whatever, she wasn't going to come. And so Karen ended up coming. Karen came to the party. And the ladies had started questioning her about why did she tell Candace to show up to the wig shift party early, and she knows that she knew that Monique was coming early. So Candace had Karen had set them straight. Like, I didn't ask her to come early. I didn't ask her to come when Monique was there. First of all, y'all know that that production was not going to allow Monique and Candace to ever be back into a scene together. So y'all already knew that wasn't going to happen. And then Candace was putting 10s on 20s like, oh, well, you actually asked me to come a little bit early. You said come, at this time. And that would have been the same time, but I was running late. And that would have been the same time that Monique was there. She was like, no, actually, when you told me that you was running late, I told Monique to come earlier. So why y'all all about y'all didn't see Monique? And that was the whole purpose of me asking her to come when she came. So you guys wouldn't see her. Now, when they did they showed the time, it was like, a couple of minutes from when Monique had left. Now, Karen was sweating a little bit of bullets because it was getting close to the time when Candace was going to show up. And she like, Monique was like, oh, well, let me call my car. Let me do this. And, you can see in Karen's face like, oh, shit, she need to be gone because homegirl is about to pull up. Now, she wouldn't have been looking like that if she was really trying to sabotage. Okay? She wouldn't have been looking that way. So, I don't know. So Candace, with her weak ass, I really hope she does not come back on the show. She went off and she started to say, you was there when Monique attacked me and you seen it. She attacked me. And she got like all super dramatic and started fake crying with that dumbass piece of tissue. Oh my God. I just hope that she just decides to go on and sing her little go-go song off into the wind and do something else because I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her. Well, Candace's husband and what's her name? Ashley's husband ended up getting into a little back and forth because Michael, who's Ashley's husband, had walked up to Candace's husband. I can't think of his name. And walked up to Candace's husband. He was like, "Hey, you need to go and get." I mean, Mike is just so Australian, just different. He's a white guy. Not to say white guys are different, but just he Australian. They just flip it. He just like whatever. He's like, "Hey, you need to go over there and get your wife. She over there starting shit, pretty much." And he got upset. The husband, Candace's husband, got upset. He's like, "Hey, you don't talk to me because they don't like each other already. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me nothing." And he turned around and he like pushed. He didn't push him, but he put his hand on his chest, and Michael was walking like backwards, like, "Oh, extra dramatic. Oh, you put your hands on me. You putting your hands on. You put your hands. You go in the job." I mean, that whole scene was unnecessary. It was really over the top. I mean, like, really over the top. Like, really fucking unnecessary. But they put it in there, added for the dramatics, whatever. So supposedly, when they have the season finale. No, not the season finale. The reunion, which is this Sunday. Monique is coming with a book. Because I had watched Andy Cohen's show at the end of it. And she had like a book of receipts. And it had a tab for each person on there. And Andy said that he wanted to put it in his Housewives archive. So it must have been a really good book. So I will be down for that. That will come on this week. All right, y'all. So let me wrap this up with a little bullshit and beauty. So the bullshit is I'm just going to put this out here, speaking for myself and other new creatives and creatives, period, and business people. The bullshit is that friends and family tend not to support their friends and family when it comes to their business, but they be the first one to ask you to support something that they doing. Literally. But you know what the beauty is for me? Being a creative, being in entertainment for a short time. Like I said, I've been doing comedy for 77-ish years. I have been a creative all my life. And I have learned that you cannot allow the bullshit of the lack of support from anyone to stifle your dreams and aspirations. You have to keep on pushing, and all of your hard work will pay off, okay? People that you wouldn't even think of will be supporting you and your business, like the case of this podcast. I post our podcast on our social media every week, and I am sure maybe out of the thousands of folks that's on my page, maybe 2 of them listen to us, which is fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. But guess what? We kept pushing forward. I'm not allowing a woe is me attitude to stop us from producing a show every week. Now we have over 1,500 listeners, and the numbers grow every week. I started this podcast by myself in May 18th of 2019. And with this damn pandemic, I didn't even celebrate my 1 year in the Just Being Me podcast. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's okay. Because 2021 will be better, and we'll just celebrate at that time. And then Mary Mack joined me in episode 22, which was October 10th of 2019. And that episode was called Then There Was Two. And again, we still didn't celebrate because our minds are scrambled eggs in 2020. But we will celebrate. We will celebrate some milestones next year for sure. I'm saying all that to say that we keep pushing forward, and we have listeners in different countries. We have India, the UK, France, Ireland, Germany. Also right here in our backyards, Long Beach, Peachtree, Georgia, Fremont, Washington, Virginia, Los Angeles, Syracuse, New Jersey, and 26.56% of our listeners are listed as other. So wherever y'all are from, thank you so much for your support. We are growing and learning as we go. I'm sure you didn't heard some bumps and lumps and everything. I am doing this shit out of my personal studio in my home. I have a room that I've created to be my studio for this podcast, for my comedy, for a whole lot of other things. And I don't have an engineer. I am the engineer, okay? But it's okay. It is okay. I am learning. Mary is learning. We're all learning. And it's just turned out to be a really great growing experience for us. And we appreciate and we thank you all for allowing us to be part of your world each week. If you want to send us an email to say anything, if there's something that you want to hear a little more of next year or about, or even a little less of, let us know. You are our people, and we are here to inform and entertain you. So just reach out to us. I'll put the email on the in the description box. We would love to hear from our listeners. That would be awesome one day. You know, if you guys like to send in a email and just let us know that you're out there, it's great. But we appreciate you guys. Never allow, you know, the moral of the story is never allow anybody to stifle your greatness. And, you know, it is what it is. I love my friends and I love my family. I know everybody is busy and doing things that they, you know, have to do for their life, especially in 2020. Everybody trying to hear you in 2020 when you're losing the job and you got kids that you got to take care of all day long. You know what I'm saying? I even fell off of some of my podcasts that I'll be listening to because it's just like a lot is happening, and I totally understand. But what I'm saying is, and this is just not for me, this is for anyone that is asking you to support them in their venture, in their business, and whatever it is, because and the door swings both ways. If I'm asking you to support me, then I will support you. I'm big on supporting. I love to support, especially comedians. That's why I really miss the stage, because we had our own show over here in Long Beach at the Federal Underground, which I miss. Every week we had a show. Well, every month we had a show over there. It was the Hey Y'all comedy show. And, you know, I would get new, comics to come up on the stage that need some airtime, and just I'll get the audience out there and just do your material, get some experience. It was a beautiful room, at the Federal Underground. And, you know, we would pack that house. We would get people just walking up and down the street. You want to see a show, blah, 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 just so that my new comics can have a real audience that can interact with them and give them real feedback with their laughters on their jokes. So I really miss that, and I really pray that in 2021 that we can get another spot, like the world can open the freak back up and we can get us another spot, because that place actually has closed because of the pandemic. It's not opening back up at all, unless somebody buys it, and our sign is still in there. So if anybody buys the Federal Bar in Long Beach, or if you know of anybody purchasing the Federal Bar in Long Beach, tell them our sign is still in there. And if they want to contact us, just look us up. Just look up Hey Y'all Comedy. They'll find us. But, you know, I really do miss that, because I miss, you know, supporting the up and coming comics. So, but I still try my best through this pandemic to support up and coming comics. There's a lot of people that I met through the show, and I have them on my social media, and when I see that they're having virtual shows and different things, if I can support them, I will, and I have done that, and I do it for myself, because I know that I ask for support and I give support as well. So rambling. Okay, y'all, so we have reached the end of episode 76, okay, of the Just Being Me podcast. And I should have known that we made a year when we was, but no, I shouldn't. I'm not even putting that on me. Shit was happening, okay? But this is episode 76. We thank you, as always, for listening and supporting our podcast. I'm still living, still loving, and always laughing. Until next time, y'all. Peace.